And it said it was going to rain tomorrow in LA, so we're going to go to a different golf course. Different state, actually. Geographically, not physically, and not emotionally. Come on, man.
Good night.
Whew, barely made it. That was a close one. What do you think, Snowball?
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard flight 2410, service to Orlando.
Stretch your arms to the front of the mat. Spread your knees wide.
I don't want to look. I don't want to look.
In. All right, let's go. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. So go back into your downward dog.
Okay.
And this is a good trick, okay? So it's just a really good point of reference. Come into your high plank. You can do this. Good job, Erik.
We'll get back to you.
All right, have fun tonight, guys.
Thanks for the lesson.
Thanks, Amanda.
Bye.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Captain's log 3905. We have just landed on the moon, and it looks like we've been beaten here. There's already a settlement of some sort. Looks very modern and expensive.
First tee time out in the morning here. Streamsong Black. I mean, this place is pretty pure. You definitely get lost. I think that's the mark of a good course. You get kind of lost. Where am I? Where's my ball? Also a reality.
How we doing?
Yeah, good, man.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. How you been?
Seen you since Sydney, Australia.
Other side of the world.
What do you
So
think?
we walk up to New South Wales. I was on time for my tee time. So were you. And you were walking up and you said Erik, and I was like, huh? And we played golf together all day. We had met, 3 months prior to that?
Yeah, for like 2 minutes at Winter Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you want to hit some of my clubs? Let's play. Hit a few. Come on.
Oh,
Hit a few.
sure.
Let's go.
Put me on the spot.
Ace cam. Come on. We got a 6-person ace cam here. First par 3 at Streamsong Black. I'm too warm.
I'd like to go into a full supine downward dog praying mantis right now, but it's a little wet on the ground. So
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No.
Nice.
You get it, Colt? We got it. Did you get it? It's still rolling.
And that's how you deal with a bad shot right there. You just got to
do
get
it.
it. You just
Hold
got to
the
get
finish.
the whole thing.
I learned from my man.
Get it out. What's up, buddy? Have you ever thought about, like, if you were only going to play until, like, if you weren't going to play 18 holes, if you're like, I'm only going to play golf until
Make an eagle putt.
lose the ball, make an eagle putt, whatever. But there was a guy I know who played 72 shots. And then he
how far
left.
you can go?
And then he left.
You played the par and called it?
Yeah. And so he would leave on 16 or something, you know what I mean? Like, he was like about, you know, he's like shooting 85 or something. So,
Actually,
yeah,
love that.
it was pretty good. And then I know another guy who played 1 shot a day in San Francisco and then would mark it. And it took him, like, you know, months to play a round of golf, and he committed. He, like, went back every day, teed it up, and he was like, like you get pretty nervous if you think about like your entire, all of this commitment just to hitting one shot.
We had a guy the other day, by the way,
Par 4.
Yeah.
that it was going to be his last round of golf.
Why?
He bad back, and he said, I wanted to play somewhere special, and he came out to Red, and he played the last round of golf of his life. And he was pretty emotional about it, but Chad Helms, our head professional, took him a flag and presented it to him on the first tee, and he got a little choked up, but it was a special moment for us. But to have him choose our property to play his last round, that was pretty cool.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's heavy. So 9th hole, this is not the signature hole, Scott.
We don't have a signature hole, but this is pretty cool.
Why do you think Gil doesn't like the term signature hole? So for those of listening to the podcast that aren't familiar, Sleepy Hollow has the signature 16th square-ish green. You closed your eyes as I said it.
I don't like the word signature.
Oh, he doesn't like the word signature?
No. But I just...
Why not?
Because then that denotes that all the other holes are not nearly as good, and I don't agree. I think there are actually better holes there. That's the one that takes the best picture.
Why do you think Gil doesn't like the term signature hole?
I don't think architects like that because it says that one of the holes is better than the rest.
Yeah.
You know, everyone asks us what's our favorite course, and we don't have a script or anything, but really it could be the favorite golf course that you're on that day. Any one of them could win. I like blue for the wide fairways and the creativity around the greens. I like red for just the beauty and just walkability. I like this one because it's totally different than those two. And you probably make more birdies here than anywhere else, but you'll make more 3-putts here.
All right, so 9th hole, we've been blessed with a fairway, Matthew. What are we going to do
good
here?
Fairway. With this pin, anything short on the 9th, that front edge, the first 10 yards all slopes out, and it actually sends you deeper than the center. I actually like us trying to play to the number on this hole.
Okay.
That pin's sitting back there at about 130 today.
Okay.
Let's play the number. Maybe play a little uphill even, 35 if you want to.
I'll just hit a hard pitching wedge.
All right.
Straight shot. This is pretty sick. Wow. This is like a crater of the moon.
That's better than the first putt.
What up?
Mr. Galloway.
My guy. What's up? Long time no see.
Good to see you, dude.
Cole,
What's up, buddy?
How you
Come here.
Good, huh?
So are you one of the original caddies here?
I'd probably say, yeah. I'm going to say like January 1, like opening day. There's probably like 1 or 2 guys that are still here.
Right.
But I'm in the veteran, like crew-ish.
And do they give you flack for also having another job as a caddy?
Mm-hmm.
Slightly more prestigious?
100%. Oh my God.
Birdie?
Oh, look at this guy.
So you were describing the set of bunkers and why you like them the most. Can you tell me more?
I mean, I can't just, it's one of those things you look at, like it just looks natural. It fits into the landscape, and they obviously did some shaping to get the bunkers right, but like it's simple how it just seamlessly rolls into it and what they intended to do with it. This way the tongue slides in,
Right.
and it frames another hole. It's just something really cool that gets really subtly overlooked by everyone that comes here. They're like, oh, it's just a good hole.
Right. It's interesting that, I don't know, I feel like people watching this would be a little surprised that you're like caddying for one of the best golfers on either tour or the LPGA, and you also caddy here. That's kind of an unusual story, or is it normal?
I mean, there's some guys that like subsidize work and work somewhere else in the off season, just kind of like, we got to make some money and just keep on, we got bills to pay too into the off season. We have 2 or 3 months off, so got to do something to keep busy. I mean, hope to not have to work out here too much, but I just like being out here. So it's just kind of like an easy come out here and work a couple of loops at a part of the week and then do events and then see guys you see every year, and it's always a fun time being out here. I mean, look at that. It's great out here.
Right.
You just gotta adapt, because like every day you walk up and you have no idea what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a different group of guys every single day, and from all walks of life, and it's just more of this like being open to having some bizarre conversations with people and learning things or meeting new people. It's something different every single day. It's not like you walk in to your desk and you got Jim to your right and Joe to your left. It's like you're about to walk up and meet these 4 guys that have no idea what's about to happen.
There are probably 2 types of caddies, right? There's the caddies that caddy, and then there's the caddies that can play. And do you see a difference overall that's kind of subtle? Like, you can play. You're a great caddy. You can play. Like, you were a pro.
Right.
And do you see a difference between those 2 types of caddies, the caddies that don't play but they know how to caddy?
I mean, in having to sell myself, yes, absolutely. But I like to say I have an advantage over someone that's not a great player, because there's instincts or situations I've been through, even though I'm not as super successful as my players have been. I haven't won majors, but like I've won a mini tour event, so it's like you kind of know you're going through the same thing. Like, you know when they're amped up, like you just kind of gotta read the situation and know what's going on a little bit.
Is your life different from other caddies' lives on the LPGA because you caddy for Michelle Wie?
No, I wouldn't say it's different. We're all good in the same boat. We're all caddies. It's not like you're any better or worse or different boats. Like, we're all different things we got to go through at our jobs and roles and what we need to do. But no different than any other caddy.
So what's it like to have like a home track that you work at, play at, and it's just like all you?
I'm super, super blessed to be able, #blessed. But like, it's like I count myself lucky to be out here, because it's like it's such a great property,
right, and
great place, and like there's good people. Our caddy master's great. We got a good program, and so just to be out here on a mostly daily basis, and especially the ability, like they're pretty cool about us playing golf in the afternoon. So like we get to play most days, so that's the fun part.
Look at this sunset, man.
That's dope. And that's half the reason you come out here. It's so good at night.
That's insane.
Winter sunset.
Galloway, so what would you give this sunset out of 10?
Well, I just gave it a 12, so I might even just go ahead and give it a 13. It's pretty damn good.
13 out of 10. Streamsong sunset. You guys have great sunsets in the winter.
Yeah, it's really gnarly. Like, every single day is pretty much almost like this.
Yeah, clubhouse right there, super minimal. I like it. Good job, Earth. All right, so we're gonna call Gil Hanse to talk about the course he designed. FaceTime. Like every time I do FaceTime, I like really get self-conscious. Yo.
Hey man.
How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Good. We're I got a friend who wants to talk to you.
Who is it?
Snowball.
Hey, what's up, Snowball?
Were you given like complete freedom?
Yeah, so I mean at the end of the day, Jim and I and the guys, we wanted to build something different. We're trying to build something different than red and blue, and I think they're very cool in the fact that they're commingled and they're more intimate, and the scale is, I mean, the land's better and it's more dramatic, but the scale is different. So we were trying to build something much bigger and a completely different scale.
Were you like trying new things that you were worried about that I could see today that I may have noticed or may not have? I'm curious.
Yeah, I think we were trying. I mean, we're just trying to be creative, and I think that the ownership at Streamsong gave us the opportunity to be creative. They said, listen, go ahead, if you got some ideas and some thoughts, run with it. And, the greens are obviously the part of the golf course that is either misunderstood or not appreciated or disliked. And people, obviously they get a lot of strong reaction one way or the other. And, we didn't set out to build a set of green complexes like that. But as it evolved, we kind of, in trying to create short game opportunities from the side, And around the greens, we basically put them all in the same grass. And then when we were growing it in, we mowed it all at the same height. And it was cool, and it was fun, and it was interesting to play. And so it was like, well, why don't we see how this goes? And we thought, let's build a solid golf course, but let's maybe take some chances and hope that people appreciate that.
Is one of the biggest chances the 9th punch bowl green?
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, it is very different. So we got into it thinking, all right, we want to build a punch bowl, which, you know, you've played enough places that exists. But then we thought, well, let's make it so different that it's not okay just to be in the bowl. You got to be either right or left. And if you are on this voyage of discovery, either your caddy's smart enough to point it out, or you're smart enough to figure it out when you're going to 3D. When you're up on 2 green, you get a great look into the bowl. When you're on going to 3, when you're walking across the 3T, you get another great look at the bowl. So on this discovery, I mean, you should be looking in there and go, okay, you know, the flag's on the left or it's on the right side of that ridge. So, you know, for myself, I'm the average guy. I mean, I'm in the bowl, I'm happy. And it's a fun putting experience. But for somebody who's trying to score or trying to play, you know, that level of sort of separation of not just getting in the bowl makes it more challenging and more interesting.
All right, Gil. Well, we're gonna miss Gil. Gil gets here tomorrow, like the minute after we leave. So, were you wearing your watch, Gil? Let's see it.
My watch?
Yeah, I got to see it if you're wearing it. Let's see it.
Which? No, I actually have a different one on.
What do you have on now? Is that a?
It's a 1963 Rolex. So that's the year I was born, and for my 50th birthday, my wife Tracy gave it to me. So it's kind of a cool, old school, smaller deal, leather band, kind of minimalist. I like it.
Oh my God, bless her heart. What a great gift. So I bought myself a gift the day that we confirmed the job for the USGA.
Okay.
And it's not a Batman, but it is a...
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's like a Captain America, right? That's great.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's a GMT by Tudor. All right, dude. Have a good night. Thank you.
You guys. Thanks.
Later.
Cheers.
See ya.
See you, Gil. Thanks, Gil.
What a legend, dude. Just taking the time. What a cool guy.